your psychiatrist? Does he beat around the bush? What's he prescribing you? Lexapro, Xanax, it barely lets you function, but you can at least manage a dose to dull the panic. But now you never smile. The kids can't get you to play, so they feel like they're on trial.
What's up, everybody? I'm Skullz, and today we are looking at Crawl Away by Tool. This is song number 5 on Undertow. I'm starting to see the flow of the album, I think. It seems like Maynard has a very good understanding of human nature. So this whole story he's telling here, it really feels real and honest, and because of that, it's really compelling, and the whole band just complements that as well. It seems like everyone is very much on the same page, and when you're doing something so psychologically complex as well as musically complex, that's so hard to do because you're juggling so much. It's like doing a movie. You got to get the costume design right, you got to get the set design right, you got to make sure continuity's good, the lighting, the camera angle, everything has to be right, and you need a ton of people to make all that work. And that's a lot like how this album feels. It really feels like they're crafting a movie. But yeah, we just got off the song Bottom, one of the best songs so far. It's really hard to say which one is my favorite, just because they all feel very vital to each other. Like Sober and Bottom especially just feel like one piece of work. But the title Crawl Away, that kind of makes me think like he's crawling away from the experience because he's been hurt. Like when you hit your bottom, you don't get up and you don't just sprint off into the sunset and everything's great. You have to crawl before you walk, you have to walk before you run. So that's what I would guess this song's gonna be about, but we'll see. I mean, I guessed that with Bottom and I got it right, but the journey they took me on and the way they implemented that idea is what really surprised me. And it was so weird because I was enjoying so much of the album being very loud and aggressive and angry. And then the highlight of that song was when they stripped everything down and they had that moment of meditation. I just feel like the quiet moments are very important in this album. The only moments of clarity seem to be in those quiet moments. But yeah, guys, if you're new here, consider hitting the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Helps the channel grow, helps the video reach more people, and I appreciate it a lot. But all right, I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's hop into Crawl Away. No, he's just coming in, damn it. I'm sorry I cut him off. But that whole intro sort of felt like a small victory lap. I could be wrong, but right before I did the reaction, I did re-listen to Bottom. And after that song being so intense and fierce and unpredictable and all over the place, this was a bit more familiar. I mean, it was a 4/4 time signature. The whole feel of it was a bit more conventional and easier to listen to. And that gives me the sense that whoever's at the core of this narrative, things are a little bit easier on him. I feel like I'm not articulating this well. It seems like things aren't so chaotic in the music, and the overall vibe of this sounds a little bit more optimistic.
Crawled away from me, slipped away from me, tried to keep her home, but there was nothing I could say. Slid away from me, crept away from me, tried to keep it down, but there was nothing I could say. What you
Yeah, this sounds a bit more empowered. Like, it doesn't sound like there's a sense of him being out of the woods, but it does sound like he has a little bit of control, and now maybe he feels like he could build some momentum off of that. Reading the lyrics, I'm a little bit confused so far. Saying that something crawled away from him. And at the end of Bottom, it sounded more like he got away from something. Like he was the one who escaped. And now it sounds like something's escaping him. I totally want to start speculating, but I feel like I should let it play out a little bit more.
Couldn't let me go, could you? This is what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
So, yeah, a couple things. That This Is Love section was incredible. That was the last thing I was expecting to hear there, and it made the most sense somehow. I don't know why, it just resonated really well. Something I wanted to mention before that I forgot to was I feel like his vocals have a lot more clarity in this. It's not so buried in the mix, and I feel like that might be deliberate considering what I was saying is that he's a bit more optimistic. He has that mental clarity now. I'm having a little bit of trouble grasping what the song's about so far. Sometimes that happens on first impressions. You know, obviously some songs hit harder than others based on life experience or other factors, but there's definitely that sense of like being in love with something that is toxic within you. And if this song is about drug addiction, it sounds like he's wrestling with his addiction. And like I said, now he has the upper hand. So he's maybe thinking that he can beat this thing. And oh yeah, shout out to Danny. He's freaking killing it on this one. In the bass sound of a lot of these songs, it sounds like Stained just stole it straight from them practically. Like if you go listen to a Mud Shovel by Stained on their first album, that bass sound is so reminiscent to this. So I don't know if Tool really pioneered that kind of bass sound or what. If you guys know, drop it in the comments for me. I'd be really curious to find out. I have not seen this side of Maynard. I've never heard him scream like that. It's crazy. I swear, there's nothing this band can't do. But yeah, I'm looking through the lyrics and that line. I can see your back is turning. If I could, I'd stick a knife in. So again, I'm kind of rolling with this narrative that this is about addiction. Seems like he's too in love with this toxic substance to let it go. He said, slid away from me, crept away from me, tried to keep you down, but there was nothing I could say. When he says tried to keep you down, I'm instantly thinking this is an internal battle. Whoever you is, whoever he's talking to, maybe it's repressed feelings, maybe it's repressed urges, if this is about substance abuse. Yeah, this song was a little weird for me from Maynard, just because I think it was one of his best in showing off his vocals and the range that he can do. But I feel like on the lyrical end, this was a bit weaker. It feels a little familiar. It feels a little bit like Sober's narrative. This has me curious what I'm going to think about this song in like a week after I listen to it a few more times. Because I have this weird thing where, I don't know if any of you have this, but a lot of the songs that end up being my favorites, my first impressions are like, what did I just hear? Like, it has me more questioning things. But all right, guys, I think that's where I'm going to end the video. I appreciate you stopping in and hanging out with me. If you liked the video, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Helps the channel grow, helps the video reach more people, and I appreciate it a lot. And wherever you are, I hope you're having a good day, good night, and as always, I look forward to the next one. Peace.